I'm streaming this, so this should be available for everyone later. So yeah, let's take that one more time. So we are working on what we call the 12 bar blues.
Danielle, is anyone else having trouble? Sometimes you can't hear the difference between the G and the C when you're calling it out.
Okay, I will try to say that more clearly. Absolutely. Okay, so we're working on the...
Explain the strum too, because mine doesn't sound like yours at all.
Yes, absolutely. So we're working on 12 bar blues. 12 bars in a row with the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord. So we're doing this in C. So the 1 chord is C. D, E, F is our 4 chord, and G is our 5 chord. So C, F, G. Right, 1, 4, and 5. Sorry, my fingers don't quite bend that way, but hopefully you got the idea anyways. So C is our 1, F is our 4, G is our 5. 1, 4, 5, 1. So what we're doing is, for the strum here, I'm just doing a really basic strum. Down, down. Oh, sorry, I'm doing like a little stop there. So that's something if you want to work on, by the way. I'm still strumming, but I'm kind of letting my palm hit it while I strum, and it creates that percussive. So my palm mutes the strings while my finger goes across it, which creates that.
Can you walk us through because you're not synced, like what we're seeing isn't synced with what we're hearing. Like actually really talk us through it. Like I'm going down, up, hitting the guitar, like that.
So I'm going down, up. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up. You know what? If it's easier, you can just do this with your strum too. Down, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, G, or C, C, F, F, C, C, G, F, C, F, G, and there I'm just strumming. Up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, F, and to C. Down, down, up, G, F, to C. And now turn it around, F, G, C. Okay, how did that feel? So this is something just to practice on your own. You can play it with almost anything. You can write your own blues songs, right? I was at CRC's ukulele, feeling so alone. Right, and then you just have to repeat the first line again. At CRC's ukulele, feeling so alone. And then we go to the G. I wish that someone would just pick up the phone. And then you turn it around, F, G, C, right? And that's your 12 bar blues. It's so many different songs that you don't even realize you know. Deep down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans, met a little boy, was as fast as he'd seen. Lived a log cabin made of earth and wood, went by the name that was Johnny B. Good. Never learned to read or write so well, but he could play that guitar just like a ringing a bell. I said go, go, right? Same exact 12 bar blues. You'll find it in so many different songs. Okay, any other songs before we jump into some of the awesome stuff that Amy put together?
Wait, Daniel. I think it would be fun for us to learn the other strum that you started with, because that's something that's good for in there.
So
can you take us really slowly?
I will take it through. I will take you through it slowly. What I will say is that I have tried to teach what I do there to so many different song leader guitar players over the years, and have never successfully taught anyone until they just like can do it all of a sudden, and then they also unsuccessfully teach other people. So I will do my best. It reminds me of harmonica. I've tried to teach people how to bend notes in harmonica. You just like can't do it until you can do it. But yep.
Let's give it a shot.
We'll give it a shot, totally. So let me move it this way so you can. Let's try that one. Okay, so what I'm doing when I am strumming that percussive kind of thing is I am arranging so that my palm, or whatever that is, really kind of that ridge right there, right past your pinky, is going to hit the strings almost at exactly the same time that my index finger does. So practice that for a second, and you'll know you're doing it right if you're not getting any of the strings to ring out. If it's that percussive kind of sound, right? If you're getting this, your timing's off. Should be really percussive. Who's able to do it? Anyone? Yeah, sorta. So the real trick then is to be able to add that in. So down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So technically what we're doing, by the way, is we're providing that on the 2 and the 4 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down. So what we're doing is we're adding almost a drum sound on the 2 and the 4, 2 and the 4, 2 and the 4, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, F, up, F, up, down, up, down, up, G, F, C. How'd that feel? Sort of. So it's a little different in ukulele, but for instance, you'll hear it a lot with the guitar, where worth noting, by the way, that's the same strum. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So, little harder on ukulele with only the 4 strings, though I guess easier in some ways with only 4 strings too. Okay, any last questions on this? Do we want to try doing it with all together with the 12-bar blues? Let's do it. Here we go. Ready?
I think it's easier to do just the one and then the percussion. I don't know how to do the up and the percussion.
Well, I am only percussing on the down.
Wait, Patty, are you talking about using the easier strum? Is that what you mean? The one that he did in the beginning, just down, up, and putting in the percussion in that? Is that what you're saying?
I was trying to do the one he just did with the down and then the percussion.
So the
you can make the percussion sound where it doesn't make a sound.
So here's what I'm doing more precisely. If maybe this will help. So there's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. What I'm doing is I'm replacing everything but the first down, every down except for the first one with a percuss down. So down, percuss down, up, percuss down. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. And that percuss is always on a down. You're playing it with a downstroke.
Got it.
The trick with the percussion is, I'm listening to Patty right now. The trick with the percussion is, I muted you, don't worry, is to make sure that you are strumming with your index finger at the same time that your palm hits. Where's the zoom in here? Okay. Any last thoughts on this before we jump into some more stuff, some new stuff? Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Linda.
Are we gonna do it once, the 12-bar blues, or are we done with this?
Sure, let's do it together. Why not? Okay, here we go. C, F, C, F, back to C, G, F, C, and turn it around, C, or F, G, C. Actually, that turnaround's a great point to do an F. Remember we practiced this last time, the F to the D, G7 to the C. Okay, one more time. C, F, C, F, C, G, F, C. Now turn it around with an F to a G7. And there you go. 12-bar blues. So we're going to add that into our repertoire of warm-up stuff along with Hashki Venu, because it'll open up all sorts of roads for you. And then one of the things that we are going to do soon, maybe next week, is we're going to take our 2 warm-ups and we're going to transpose them into a new key, and we're going to play the same songs with a different set of chords. So we'll play 12-bar blues in a different set of chords. We will play Hashki Venu with a different set of chords. Any last questions here? Okay. So we are going to work on Simmentov. So let's go over our chords quickly. So A minor, just look at the top here, we're familiar with, and now let's go to C. We're familiar with, okay. Let's try D minor, here we go. Now we're gonna try E7, that's a new one. I don't think that's a standard E7 chord. No, that's an E7 chord.
My E7 looks different than that on I printed up the chords, and that my E7 has a finger like.
Yeah, at the 1.
There's 3 fingers.
Yeah, that's
I
not.
think that's wrong E7.
Yeah, I agree. That's not
I think the idea is that you play it and you don't play the top string, which makes it super easy.
Let me see. I'm going to drop in a different E7. The other E7 is not hard, and it sounds great. It's a great sounding chord.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what the E7 is supposed to look like.
There we go. Okay, so take a look at that E7. It's got that index finger on there also. And I actually, this one we had to fix because I think the E7 is maybe like my favorite chord on the ukulele. I don't know why. There's just something about the way that it sounds that I really dig it on the uke. So try switching from that to an F. It should be pretty easy. Okay, sorry, I was just playing through.
What was that? That
I-
was beautiful.
Oh, I was just playing through all of the chords here real quick to make sure that they were all set right before I went ahead and taught it to everyone. That was all. Okay, let's try Simmentov. So the only chord that we don't know is this E7. So let's.
Patty, can you mute?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I'll mute you, Patty. Don't worry. I got you. You're muted. Sorry. Okay. I actually it's nice hearing other people play ukulele but me sometimes. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this very slowly. Don't worry about the strum at the beginning. Worry about the chords at the beginning. So just A minor here. First line. Here we go. Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov, C, Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov, D minor, Fu Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov. So notice that A minor switches at kind of a funny spot. It's going to switch in the middle of a phrase for us. Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov, Yelanu.
Daniel, can you make that larger? Is anyone else having trouble seeing it?
I think I can. Hold on.
Ray, switch your view so that your speaker,
Well,
the speaker view, and then you'll be able to see him.
I'm trying to do that.
How about now, Ray? Did that help?
Excellent.
Daniel, do you think that is that you like the C there at the end there? I kind of sensed that you were like, ooh, and I don't love the sound of it either.
Right there at the end, I changed it to a G.
Oh, good. I didn't like the C either.
Okay, let's try this. Ready? Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov. Second line. Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov, D minor. Simmentov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmentov, Yelanu. Now to G. Now C. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. None of those are chords that I would play. Hold on, let me play this how I would. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. So Yep, okay. We're going to change that to an
This is just proof that the stuff that's on the web sometimes isn't quite right.
Well, it's also, remember that these are folk songs? And so the version that we sing and we know of as the version is also a little different. Right? Like, one of the obvious ways, if you go to shuls around the country, you'll discover like that the Amidah sounds just a little different. The melodies in all sorts of places. Okay, let's try this. Ye la nu ya hey la nu. Let me change this and mute everyone quickly. C, C, F, and C, F, Lecho, Yisra, C, C, La, Nu, F, La, C, F, Lecho, Yisrael. No, that doesn't sound right either. Israel. That's a C to an E7, not an E7 to an A minor, sorry. Okay, let's try those lines. Ye la nu ya F la C F lecho Yisra C Ye la nu F la C F lecho Yisra C to E7 Ye la nu ya He la nu U lecho Yisrael Ye la nu ya He la nu U lecho Yisrael. Okay, how did that feel?
Good.
Yeah?
There's some nice, tricky little chord changes in there, but with practice, you get it.
Yeah, this is definitely a good one to improve on.
Nice
So-
transition.
So let's try the whole thing for a moment.
Do you want to say anything about the strum?
I'm just doing a basic variation that you'll find me doing a lot. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. It's very similar to a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Just I'm leaving some pieces out. Down, down.
Change what I wrote up there in red to what you're saying, because I'll distribute this to everyone. And plus, if we practice online, we'll have it right.
Down, down, up. Oh, sorry, up, down, up, not P there, D.
Daniel, can I ask a really dumb question?
We like those questions.
When we're all hopefully playing together, does it make a whole lot of difference what strums we're using as long as we've got the chords right?
So if you've got the chords right, and if you're playing together, then as long as you're staying in rhythm, it's almost always fine, is the answer.
That's what I.
Do you think we'll use the same structure the whole song?
Let's try this. Simintovu, mazotovu, mazotovu, simintovu, si. Mintovu, mazotovu, mazotovu, simintovu, D minor, simintovu, mazotovu, mazotovu, A minor, yeah, hey, D minor, A minor, now to G. C, la, nu, F, la, si, F, lechol Yisrael. C, la, nu, F, la, si, F, lechol Yisrael. C, E7. Yeah, la, nu, D minor, la, A minor, D minor, lechol Yisrael. Yeah, la, nu, D minor, la, A minor, D minor, E7, A minor. Simintovu, mazel tov, mazel tovu, simintovu, simintovu, mazel tov, mazel tovu, simintovu, D minor, D minor, oh, mazel tov, simintovu, hey, hey, la, nu. Okay, thoughts, questions, ideas?
My question is, do you have any tips for how we can, any exercise to get to go faster, like watching how fast you're able to do those little quick little doodad strums? Do you have any exercises we can practice?
Yeah, Linda, tell me a little bit more about what you mean by faster, which pieces you're talking about.
Well, like you're going, like when you make your hand go really fast, and you'll do that like at an end, or it just seems like there might be something I'd like to practice that would make me be able to go really fast. Unless it's not possible.
So when I'm doing really, really fast, I'm bringing my thumbs and other fingers into the mix too. You can do it with an index finger too, it actually. But generally, if what you're trying to do is get faster, the key is to practice with a metronome. Play your song with a metronome and then speed it up by 5 beats a minute and then play it with a metronome and then keep speeding it up and you'll get there.
Thank you.
Daniel, would you go over that strum very slowly?
Just the final strum that I'm doing?
No, the down and then silent U up, down up.
What, the one I put in the Simintov, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Let me see what I did here.
Yes.
I thought it was just down and then up, down.
Up.
Up is silent. Is that correct?
Nope. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up. So this is that same strum actually, and you can hear it has a different sound when you speed it up, right? So that's the exact same strum though, just it really creates that, you get a different kind of rhythmic feeling to it. Okay, other questions, other thoughts? Okay, let's see if we have time to tackle the next piece. No, we'll save the next piece for next week. Next week we're going to do, Amy sent it. This is a great one to do, Amy. Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Big thanks to Amy for sending Simon Tov also. But she sent Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, which will be a great one to do, and is going to move us in the direction we want to go in anyways, which is that we're going to take on the key of G next. So the warm-up next week, we can go over it right here at the end if you want to be precocious and ready for next week. Let's see, where are you? So what we're going to do, we've been playing Hashki Venu, right? Hashki Venu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'Chaim. Right? We're familiar with Hashki Venu. So what we've got in Hashki Venu, C, G, A minor, and F. So we're going to turn those into numbers. C is going to be our 1, G is our 5, A minor is our minor 6, and F is our 4. So to say it differently, our chord progression in Hashki Venu is 1, 5, minor 6, 4, 1, 5, minor 6, 4. And this is a really common chord progression, right? Times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words, right? 6 minor, 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those same chords. Let me share the screen so you can see this. So we're going to take those exact same chords. Where did you go, ukulele? C, G, A minor, and F, right? So we're going to go C, G, A minor, and F. We're going to give those numbers 1, 5, 6 minor, 4. So now what we're going to do, are you seeing this? Is this coming through? Now what we're going to do is we're just going to turn those into G chords for a second. So if our 1 becomes G, then our 5 becomes D, then our 6 becomes E minor, and our 4 becomes C. Did that make sense to everyone? Yeah? So what we can do is we can play the exact same ukulele song in this key. Adonai, Eloheinu L'Shalom, V'hamidenu, Shomreinu L'Chaim, Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu L'Shalom, V'hamidenu, Shomreinu L'Chaim. So that's what we're going to tackle next week. Don't worry if that was super confusing or complicated, but we are going to start transposing these into different sets of chords. Okay.
I just have one suggestion, Rabbi Daniel.
Yep.
Which is when I'm transposing, it helps me when I just count, I go C, D, E, F, G, and then G, A, B, C, D. And so I don't know if everybody knows that, just how to go up so that would make sense then. How did you get to G from C?
So,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes. So that is why I go to the numbers here. That's why I start with numbers. I take the chord progression that I already know, C, G, A minor, and F, and I convert it to numbers first, 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4. And then what I can do is I can take those numbers and I can convert those to anything that I want. If I make G our 1 chord, then everything else I just have to count it through. G, A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. Or if, for instance, Right, we could also do it this way. We could do F, F, G, A, B, C, D minor, and right, we can do those exact same chords then. And then we have F. Sorry, F, C, D minor, B, F, C, D minor, B, right? And with those numbers, what we can do is we can put it into any set of chords that we want. Those chords right there for our guitar players, by the way, that final chord that I was doing is the shape of an F chord on a guitar.
Like doing that in an easier way, a B for those that were struggling with that. Is this a B too? If we go like this, does that count? Or am I?
It's a D minor.
Oh, it's a B minor. Okay, never mind. Hey, I have to hop off, but before I do, I threw this at you, Danielle. I don't know if it works for you or not. Sunday at 3.
I can't this Sunday, but I'd love the idea if there's other people who can make it.
Okay, I just thought it would be fun to meet in person if you're fully vaccinated, and a couple weeks out, or however we have to be. I'd love to have you guys on my porch on Sunday at 3. So, would you shoot me an email if you're interested, and I'll send you my address, and of course bring your ukulele, bring your devices if you want. We'll try to print out